Namaste, Officer Scorpios, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy, and I'm grateful for your patience with me. I was off the air a little bit longer than I expected. I was out transforming myself into a butterfly. You probably understand. You're going through the same, comrade. You're my opposite sign. It has been hell, I have to say. The planets, everything. But the good news is, or the good news I have for you in this horoscope is things are going to get better. But first, let's talk about why this is such a super scope. It's super because it's designed to serve more than one personality. If you are a Scorpio Rising, or if you have Venus in Scorpio, this super scope will serve. Now, while I was off the air, the sun was in Gemini for about a month, and y'all were working on trust and intimacy issues, basically drawing new lines with people, yourself, etc. And you know, where you draw the lines defines the character and the shape of the object, so you have been reshaping yourself as well. That's what I said. That's what I said, comrade, right? I've been doing it from the inside out as well. Now that the sun is in Cancer, it's time for a powerful transformation. You'll be upgrading what you believe in, so your belief state of awareness. And this is not just a simple upgrade, this is a quantum upgrade. We're going to move into chapter 2 of the sun in Cancer, and the reason why it's quantum is because Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, which is where God's throwing the party basically, has been throwing the party and expanding your wisdom for nearly a year now. So if you felt dumb for a year, it's because God was saying you had to get smarter. That's the way it works. You can always tell what God's asking you to do by how you feel negative or where the negative feels, because that's where usually the pull is. So you're going to step into really a new belief structure in the next 5 weeks. And this one is not just belief, it's really life purpose. I mean, what you believe in is what you put your life into. And so you're really asking some deep, deep questions. And there are other planets that are at play as well, wreaking some havoc. Let's look at this week. This week, the sun squares Uranus, so you begin to, as you move forward with beliefs, might question how this affects your lifestyle. Is this going to screw with your health? So there's a lot of tension between the two. The sun is also opposing Pluto, which means as you're trying to go out there with beliefs, your mind, your old mind games, the old arguments, they're biting at you. But this week, the sun moves from step 7 to step 14, which means you go from committing to a belief and putting it into action in the first week. Now, Mercury finally goes direct on July 2nd, that's Wednesday, and it will be at 24 degrees, step 24, in Gemini. So you might have been rethinking like some very deep decisions to buy a house or sell a house or, you know, big, big decisions, and not have been indecisive about that. But I would say after Wednesday, you'll know where the final line is and move forward, and that'll be a good thing. Now, speaking of good thing, Venus is also in Gemini. So all those belief changes and boundary changes that you made just a month ago, you're going to see them go into immediate effect. So immediately moving into new intimacy, immediately saying goodbye to someone. And remember, Mercury's at the top of this energy. You'll see in the Sirius Joy tree I have here around the corner. But a lot of still chameleon and changing of the shape and boundaries for Scorpios. More to come. Also, the last thing I want to say is Mars takes ahead past Uranus in that opposition this week, which means that in the faith versus reality fight, and I do mean for us Scorpio Tauruses, it's been a fight, you're going to see that that fight finally ends. We are over the hump of that, which means you will now have more faith than you have doubt. All right, that's a big deal. More faith than you have doubt. The scale is tipped. So I have a new feature here in the Soul Horoscopes. It's called the Sirius Joy Farm, where we can get serious about our joy. Let's hop over. Howdy. Welcome to my Sirius Joy Farm. Seriously. This here is the Sirius Joy tree. Now, it's pretty like a flower, but it's strong like a tree. Let me show you why. It here is the architecture of true Sirius joy. On the left are the 6 states of awareness we must be serious about. On the right are the 6 we must avoid approach joyfully. And on each side, we are trying to balance the serious and the joy. And this is my 20 years of coaching people. I found this is the architecture. At the bottom, these are the consciousnesses that are the roots of our serious joy. On the left, the root of our seriousness is our beliefs. It starts with our beliefs. And the root of our joy starts with our thoughts. And we have to balance the two. So this is a tool I created in order to understand and hang the planets on our serious joy tree so we can get an idea of how Creator is screwing with us. And we can also see how off balance we are with certain planets. So that said, what are Scorpios and Scorpio Risings working on this month? They're working on their beliefs, changing your beliefs. And by changing your beliefs, you're going to inevitably change your thoughts, in essence. So Creator is putting a bunch of energy on beliefs. Now, it's not just this month. Frankly, the universe has been working on your beliefs for a full year thanks to Jupiter. So the party has been in the house of beliefs for Scorpios for a full year. You've been growing and expanding your beliefs for a full year. And now Creator, God, the Sun, has showed up to kind of make it all happen. Now on the other side of Creator, whatever we're light casting on the other side of life, we are manifesting. So you are manifesting new thinking. And so by creating new beliefs and light casting new beliefs, you will manifest a new thought process this month. Now here's how the planets would describe your thinking up until now. Pluto. You've been working on killing off negative negative thinking patterns that come from, frankly, a hard life, no question about it. But Pluto's been there. That's your home planet to kill off the old thinking. So this month, as you can see, the Scorpios and Scorpio Risings are, in essence, changing out the very fundamental roots of their serious joy. On the one hand, creating and light casting new beliefs about life, which is life purpose. I believe life's purpose is this, I believe life purpose is that sort of thinking. That therefore will create a new manifestation of thought, and both these new two purities lead up the serious joy flower to serious joy at the top. Now there are two other planets that are kind of important to look at, I think, throwing off the potential balance of the serious joy tree. One is our Martian ego energy. Okay, when it comes to Martian male energy, the universe is dumping it on faith right now for you. And since male energy is dumped on faith, you can think about any male in an area of your life. It's going to eat potato chips and all sorts of crap. This is where it's messy, is the faith side. This is where you're grumpy and short-tempered, is in the faith side because of the Martian energy. And this has been tied up in a grand square. Now, opposing Mars, adding kind of like part of the weight tug-of-war, has been Uranus. All right? And Uranus is the psycho planet, and it has been leaving psycho energy on your lifestyle. So your lifestyle has been under constant psycho Uranus attack while you've been pushed intensity with faith. And when I say this has been happening, I'm saying this has been happening since March. Now you can kind of see it with the graphics. So the good news is that the Sun and Jupiter here in the bottom left corner with God, this is the essence of opening all this up. You change your beliefs about what's important and not important. You're going to move your faith forward. Everything is going to move forward on this side. You're going to manifest new thoughts, and you're going to relax some of the torture going on with your daily practice or in your daily life. It will be less tortured. All right. So one more thing I want to show you here that's super important and worth knowing before you take back to the earth. All right, which is a grand trine. A grand trine, sorry, I could have turned that off, but that's my life right there, just echoing. Maybe it was just in my head. So a grand trine is a triangle of energy that comes together from three planets. One of them is Saturn, which has been in your sign in Scorpio for a long time. So Saturn has been beating the crap out of you when it comes to changing your ego and your character, which, as you can see, is the top of your joy tree. Right? So you've been under construction in two parts. The other is God Neptune, or Jesus Neptune. And Neptune energy has been thrown in for you to forgive and forget and to let your inner child out of kind of custodies from your own childhood, or let your inner child out of any kind of self-tortures, or let your inner child out of a bad marriage. Okay, so Neptune Jesus is there to kind of help you get the flow going. But the important thing here is Neptune and Saturn will aid your effort to change your beliefs or hold back your effort to change your beliefs, because they're all trining together. So it's vitally important, Scorpio and Scorpio Risings, that you are responsible as you know you need to be when it comes to ego character. Don't let your ego throw a fit this week. And when it comes to self-love, super self-compassionate, self-loving, and self-merciful. This allows your beliefs to totally, truly change, for you to really believe that it's changing. And the good news is Jupiter there is headed for your career next. So it's only good times ahead if you do the work right now. Now, speaking of bow chicka bow wow, where is the love life? I promised you a love life update. Well, love is determined by Venus. Where is she? Oh, she's in the house of sex right now. You can't see it because you know what? Freddie Mercury is there too. And that means that when it comes to loving, Scorpios and Scorpio Risings are focused on the bow chicka bow wow. You might have been reconsidering who you want to be with or what kind of situation you want to be in, because Mercury, Freddie Mercury there, retrograded back. But as of July 2nd, it goes direct, which means Scorpios will probably know what their limits are, what they're into, what their kinks are, all of that. And with Venus, bow chicka bow, right there, it means that you're going to be creating these boundaries as soon as Freddie Mercury thinks of them. So it's going to be, I guess I would say, lock up all your virgin daughters, because the Scorpios are on the prowl. Indeed, I would say that's true after July 2nd. And for those Scorpios in a relationship, I would say you'll be doing some sexual healing. I don't have a little game music for that, but I'll be saying you'll be doing some sexual healing. All right, so I have a little surprise for you coming up after this, and then the wrap-up. So after this, let me put up my door here. I'll see you inside. Couple of pieces of information I want you to know. For one, cool news. The Megascope monthly reports now are available for online rental. You don't have to download them. They play on every device, and we host them on soulmart.me all month long. There's also variable rates if you want 1 day or 1 week or 1 month. I'm really trying to make this flexible for everyone. Also, I want to tell you, I added Jupiter Gets Emotional to the Megascope stream. So if you already rented, go back to Soulmart. There's an extra video there. It's going to help you through that 6-week transition we were talking about. Available for all 12 signs. Another thing, I got a cool teaching series coming out this summer I'm so excited about. It's called So You Want to Be an Astrologer, eh? Well, it's really designed for people who want to professionally be an astrologer, or if you want to use astrology in your given vocation. So as teachers, as leaders, as directors, whatever it is. Even in college when I directed TV and film, I used astrology with my characters, and it made my characters so much richer because astrology answers so many of the questions. Come on down to soulmart.me, see all the great courses. I have the Architecture of Incarnation. I've got the Art of Reading People. That's a fabulous course. It talks about psychic ability as well. Come see it. You're going to like it. Then I've got another exciting announcement for those who like this special. Buy 1 hour reading right now. You get a 30-minute follow-up for free this year with me. This is an excellent package deal for people who've never had a reading with me because you get twice in the same year. You really see proven results. Read my little comments under there or people's testimonials. This is my greatest talent. And I'm also the funniest in readings too, seriously. So come on down and see that. Couple of things we ask you. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. We do appreciate that. If you're on Facebook, you can like us by navigating to soulgarden.me, and I'll take you straight there. And if you want to be in our email list, come to soulmart.me. There's a link there for that. Don't forget, we got the new mothership coming out on Tuesday. Super excited about that. All right, my dear friend, thank you so much for logging in and your patience with me. I'll see you in 7 days, and I really mean it. Until then, live, love, be.
Horoscope.